that's the part that I see in real life. Okay, it's like what I do.
Yes.
I mean, what I'm doing in my classroom, what I'm doing right here. It isn't so much what we're saying and we're communicating.
Yes.
But what I felt there is like this total isolation. Here I'm with all these people, and I want to be with these people, and I'm feeling totally disconnected. I don't know why I create that.
Can be for many reasons. Can be as simple as learning the difference between the reality you now are as opposed to the reality you used to be. Simply could have been a very graphic demonstration of old ideas that you no longer buy into, and so simply are no longer connected to. Could be that. Could be, once again, the idea of learning to communicate with new parts of yourself that you hadn't necessarily allowed yourself to see, and now that you are seeing them, you can integrate them so you can do more as the individual you really choose to be, and that will be the communication that you will be doing. Mm-hmm. Can be that. Can be many things. First suggestion would be to not label it as being horrible.
Yeah, okay. I knew you'd say that, but I felt like being honest, okay? That's what it felt like.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Do own it, if that is what you created, by all means.
And the rage and the disconnection that I felt made me like this went on the weekend before, and by Thursday, I was in such a rage about the whole thing that I really didn't even want to be here.
Oh, all right.
I know that's hysterical and extremely dramatic, but that was what I was feeling.
All right.
My raging at the universe, if I could have disconnected not just from this lifetime, but from all being.
Yes.
Because I feel like I'm really trying with all of my integrity to be here, and
integrity does not require trying.
No, I know, but I was being real there.
Yes.
I knew I was, and I wasn't there, and it bothered me.
Where were you?
I don't know. I could feel myself saying, I've been here and I hear this, and it's like I want to, live my life in the present, and I could see myself every moment escaping, and I kept bringing myself back.
May I ask you a question?
Sure, I would like it.
Well, thank you. When you went into that gathering, did you bring a number of expectations in with you?
Well, that's what a lot of people are asking me. I didn't. I just went there. Okay, I didn't seem to think of anything that I was expecting.
Except the reactions you wanted from them.
And I got a lot of reactions within me. That maybe surprised me.
Why did you expect any particular types of reactions from them? Why did you necessarily assume that when you went into the group and said what you wanted to say?
Oh, I didn't do a lot of talking. The only times I did talk is when they really made me do that. And
you?
Well, if I were going to cooperate in this, and so I did want to cooperate.
Yes.
And so they'd go around, they'd say, how's everybody feeling,
Yes.
And I wasn't feeling rah-rah.
All right,
so
stop, back up.
All right.
Your rage, according to what we have understood in our translation of your language, began when you, according to what you have explained to us, did not receive the feedback you thought you should.
Okay.
Yes?
I don't know. The feedback that I thought I should. I don't know what.
From them. You were saying you felt cut off, that there was no communication going on, that you were expressing certain ideas, and they were not responding in the way you thought.
Yeah, later on when I left.
All right.
During the weekend, I felt like I was doing that. I thought, what am I doing here with these people? I didn't feel connected to them.
All right. Then once again, backtracking to what we have already said, does that give you some understanding of the fact that you do not necessarily need to place yourself in circumstances that are no longer representative of who you really are?
Okay, that's what why can't we be in community with every being?
Oh, you can, but do remember that right now on your planet, because it is a time of transition, you are still exhibiting in your society a multitude of very diverse and sometimes diametrically opposite belief systems.
Yes, I know. I'm living it every day.
Yes. Your reality, your civilization has not yet learned en masse to express validity and true equality to the infinite diversity within your civilization. The idea, therefore, is that you can be aware of all the different variances in belief.
Yes.
And the way to experience an equality with that is to simply listen to what another individual has to say without the expectation that it has to make any connective sense at all to what you believe.
Yeah, okay.
You also said one other thing, which to some degree is a vital clue about your expectation. Because you said that what you have to share is essential for everyone to know. Why?
Oh, okay.
Why?
No, it isn't.
Correct.
Right.
So don't bring that expectation in, and you will not get the idea thrown back at you.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, thank you.
That is true unconditional sharing. And that's when the real community starts. When you share, because you are that person, regardless of what they share back with you, what they share back with you is just as much of a sharing as you gave to them. Expecting that it must make logical connective sense to what you already shared is to some degree an expectation.
Okay.
That says that they should involve themselves in the same level of perception that you have initiated, which they don't have to do.
All right, one thing that you said, see, it bothers me. This bothers me about...
What bothers you?
This New Age stuff, okay?
New Age
Yeah,
stuff.
okay. It's like what you said to me. Okay, so you're getting a reflection
Yes.
with all this diversity, and maybe you're not there. And I'm thinking, why are we so high and mighty from everybody?
You don't have to be.
Well,
that
that's
is
what
a
I'm
judgment.
hearing. Okay, I'm hearing that.
Well, because in many cases, once again, even the New Age thought going on your planet takes its format from many Old Age definitions.
No, I was hearing it in a sense from something that you were saying about...
Such as?
I was getting a reflection of maybe where I'm not, of where I have been, and maybe what I'm... Why am I putting myself in something that's not for me? Am I hearing... Was I hearing you right?
To some degree, but perhaps a more precise way to formulate that question is, why are you defining that where you put yourself has nothing to do with who you are?
I'm not.
All right. Then you will not have the reaction that you have had. You could not have the reaction that you described to us that you had
Right.
without the idea of the definition that you somehow, in that sense, did not fit or they did not fit. The idea is that you can go and experience that community feeling you want to. But if you want to experience that community feeling, then let them be a diversified community.
Yes, and that's what I want. I mean, that's what this...
Then why did you react to their differences in a negative way?
Well, this was what was upsetting to me, because I asked for what I wanted, and I got it.
Yes.
And I don't want to be a part of it.
You do not want to be a part of the definition you created to be.
Yes.
Create another definition.
Right.
Create the definition you prefer and live it that way.
And this will help me with a lot of the things, not just...
Well, if you let it.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to. It has no mind of its own. It cannot force you, in that sense, to accept the principle. You must use the tool consciously in that sense. Now, you can recognize, again, that other individuals may for now have belief systems that do not have much to do with the belief systems you prefer. Let them have their belief systems, and in letting them have their belief systems, that's actually the quickest way to allow them the opportunity to align with yours.
Yes. But I think that what I became aware of, too, was the terrible loneliness I felt there.
But why?
I didn't share with anyone else. Like, why do I always feel so different? I mean, like, I don't really feel like I fit here either.
But everyone is different.
Right. That's what I was dealing with, the differences in the individual and our ability to be together and flow together.
Yes.
Like that energy that came through for me anyway.
Yes.
2 weeks ago when Galactic, is that the name?
The Galactic.
There was this feeling of really flowing with all of this energy.
But that is because the energy of the Galactic recognizes that recognition of differences is what connects you together. Not the other way around.
Okay, now I really truly believe that is what I do.
Then act like it. You cannot have a reaction as you had if you did believe that. To have that kind of reaction, you had to believe something else. To feel lonely by recognizing differences
That's what
is to have a definite... All right, well then, you allowed yourself to realize that you may have still bought into that belief system, and now you don't have to anymore.
Okay.
You gave yourself the opportunity to discover that aspect of yourself that perhaps you did not know you created. Now you do. Now you don't have to choose it anymore. So, that is a very wondrous thing, not a horrible thing.
Yeah, okay.
Does this help?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, we thank you very much. One moment.
Yes.
This evening of your time, ask when you are going into your dream state. For the next at least 3 of your nights in a row, for assistance from your guides, and specifically also for the assistance of dolphin energy, to aid you in taking you on what might be called a little astral tour, so that you can understand and recognize the whole idea of the interconnectedness of differences from another level, to see it from another perspective, in that sense, to see the unifying factors, so that you will be able to truly know It has infused itself within you, not just as an analytical principle, but as a true mode of life expression. They will help you blend this idea and accelerate this idea within you. They will, in that sense, assist you in homogenizing. Understand?
Yes, thank you.
Well, thank you very much.